Y'all was grooving. I know y'all was grooving because I sure enough was grooving. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Relationship Thursday. Y'all can't see me yet, but you about to see me in 1 second. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am so happy to be here with y'all. How y'all doing? What's up, Blamily? What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Relationship Thursday in the middle of the week. This ain't really the middle of the week. We almost at the end of the week, actually. But this is going to be a good conversation, and I'm loving seeing my Blamily folks. I ain't seen some of y'all in a minute. Seen some of your names in a minute. What's up, Sonny? Hey, Anthony and Gina and LaWanda and Yvonne and Melanie. I'm gonna say everybody's name. Ellen.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, hey, hey. All right, y'all. So, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome tonight. This is Relationship Thursday. My lovely husband, my amazing. Let me tell y'all something about my husband. My husband is all of that. Okay, he is everything. Okay, because when I tell you the work he putting in right now, Lord have mercy, I'm gonna have to bless him real good. Uh, when he gets here to Atlanta, he came and made sure I was straight with my youngest, and he back at the house like a drill sergeant. My teenage kids, young adult kids calling like, dang, like he just getting us up like do this and do that and do this. Like it's a whole lot of work to get stuff up out the house and do what you got to do. And let me tell you something, my husband he just handling it, and it's a lot of work. And I'm like, baby, you know, you ain't we ain't in our 20s no more. You might have to get some help. But I feel really, really blessed to have my husband. I really do. Holding us down and making sure we're straight. So if you don't know, I am Iyana Ma'at, and some of y'all are on here tonight, whether you're watching this live or on replay because you saw that topic. You said, oh, old school relationships, are they still relevant? And I want to give you something good to look forward to because we're going to do that next time. Bow, 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 bow. We're going to do it next time because my husband is not able to be with us tonight. We thought he would be, but he's got to continue to handle business out there in Cali. And we want to do that together. We want to do that together so we can we have a document, some things that we got our hands on something that we want to share with the community, and we want to be able to comment on that together and then hear from you all. But do not be dismayed. A delay is not a denial. Somebody say a D is not a D. A delay is not a denial because I'm still going to give you something to think about tonight. I know that y'all are going to share in such a way. I hope you do, whether here in the Zoom room or on YouTube, because God dropped something in my spirit, especially for y'all. And I want to share it with you. So let me pull up my notes, and I want y'all to get ready. Let me just say this. I don't know if I use A Drop Pictures. He had a wonderful coming together with the Blamley in California and other brothers who he is connected with in Cali. I did the same thing before I left, and I just want to shout out the Blamley. I'm just telling you, it doesn't matter how much time passes. If you in it, in sometimes you kind of missing for a minute, you come back, the connection is still there, and that's a beautiful thing. So I just want to say that out loud. I want to say that out loud to folks that if you are in here, but you're not in here, like pay attention. Pay attention to the opportunity to get connected with folks in your community. Pay attention to the opportunities that we provide, because it makes a difference, y'all. And we had a good time in California, connecting the sisters. Ayize had a good time as well. Excuse me, with the men. And when we go back, we going in September again. I'm just talking to y'all like I'm on the phone, ain't I? Well, this is my relationship Thursday. Now you ain't here to nudge me, so I'm gonna get to the points, okay? But somebody type Grace Iana is an amplifier. But when we get back to California in September, we are going to be taking our son to the University of California, Riverside. We're going to get together with some more Blamily, and then in the month of September, we are going to be having an event here in Atlanta because we are in the A now, and I am so excited about all the things. So everybody just continue to pay attention to ways to be connected beyond the virtual situation. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Are you feeling me? Do you understand me? I hope you do, because it's important to come off screen and to get connected. All right, so I wanted to talk tonight about this because I this is I just want to keep it 100 with y'all tonight. Da, 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 da. I just want to keep it 100. And so I don't really have a topic. I'm just going to say why your love ain't working, why your relationship ain't working, even though you say you still care, even though you say you're invested, even though you say this is what God has called me to, this relationship, this is my covenant, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It ain't working now. And those things seem inherently like they conflict, right? Like they conflict. Okay. And so tonight, this is going to be a real heart to heart, a real heart to heart. Why love ain't working up in your house, even though you be about it. Even though you may not be perfect, but you be leaned in, you're invested, you're paying attention. And I chose this focus tonight because so many folks are trying. Somebody type trying in the chat. Just let me know you with me on YouTube here on the Zoom. Trying. Been trying for a minute. Some of y'all been in Blam for 3 years, 4 years, trying. You been in, you done left, you done came back, trying. So many people are trying to get it right, trying to hold it together, trying to hold space for your partner, to love your boo. You're trying to pray, you're trying to show up, you're trying to make it work, and still something is off. So tonight, if y'all would allow me, I want to offer some truth. I want to offer the opportunity for some healing and some real steps that you can take. Whether you're in a relationship right now or you're working through your own growth as you get ready for your next relationship that you know God is going to bring to you, whatever it is, I want to offer this to you. Now, um, let me just ask this right now. Does anybody resonate? I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. Does anyone resonate with what I've said? That like, this is my person. I love them. I be trying, but shit still be off. Is anybody ever resonate? Do you resonate with that now in the past? You ain't got to say it's now. It could be in the past. Can I get a put a one in the chat? Isn't that what I used to be saying? A one, a yes, or something. You know, like this is my person. Like this is, but it don't be it don't be coming together. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not talking to the wrong people. This don't really apply to y'all. I don't want to be talking to y'all about this. I'll make sure I'm talking to the right people. Okay. All right. So I see that. All right. So here's the first thing I want to say. Again, this piece around caring. You still care, but the connection is gone. Oh my goodness. You still care, but the connection is gone. Now, this is the one that it really breaks my heart the most. It really does. It breaks my heart the most. Um, you still love them, but it's like you living with a stranger sometimes. You sleep next to each other, you raise kids together. Some of y'all got grandkids in the house, right? Like y'all have history together, but your hearts don't touch anymore. I know I'm coming down somebody's street. That's not just happening to you. I want you to know that from the work that we do, this is a silent epidemic. And the reality is that most places and most people are not teaching how to come back from that. They're not teaching that. Like how to like I'm in here, but the connection is gone. And so I just gotta say this. Let me say this actually right now before my husband, let's just pop this in my head before he get me later on. Because he like a little drill sergeant. Let me say this right now. Uh, my husband came up with this idea. So if this resonates with you in terms of this disconnect and there being this distance, even though this is your person. If you don't know about it, you need to make sure that you don't get off of here tonight without making a move. So the Queen Me and King Me intensives are coming. They are 21-day experiences to help you reconnect with your partner. My husband has done 21-day experiences or 30 days. Well, he's done 30 days, I think, right? Things just for men and for their own personal development. I do that in the work I do with Art of Overcoming and for women in terms of our spiritual and emotional development. But these intensives are especially designed for you to be able to connect in with your partner, for you to be able to understand where the disconnects are, Like this is big, okay? I just want you to know that it's big. So when connection is gone, it's usually because one or both of you have retreated and somebody's got to re-engage again. Sometimes it's not even about the relationship. Sometimes it's about what's built up in you. And you've never had the space to heal it. You've never had the space to heal it, or you've never made the space to heal it, one or the other. Because sometimes we don't know what we need to heal, so we don't have the space because we don't even know what we're just moving through life. But sometimes we get an inkling and awareness, like many of you here, particularly if you're not on YouTube, but you're watching and you are a Blamley member watching live or on the replay. Look, you have some awareness now. You can't say you've been in this space and you don't have awareness. That. You got some awareness. You've seen some things, but some of y'all are just choosing not not to heal. You have not created the space to heal. You're afraid to heal. Oh my goodness. You're afraid to feel the feelings. And I'm only talking about what I know because I have been there. A big, bold Leo, scared as hell. Like, that don't even matter to me. That's just because I was afraid. And so your heart, this is point number two. You're in this relationship, something's still off. Your heart is too full of pain. My note takers, write this down. Too full of pain to even receive love. Your heart is too full of pain. You want love, but you don't know how to feel safe with it. You keep projecting onto your partner, but because your heart is carrying grief, disappointment, childhood wounds, spoken and unspoken fears, right? All of the stuff. And if you got some stuff in your relationship, which who don't? Welcome to the club. Who don't? Right? Your heart is so full. You can't even receive it. Your partner can be showing up, not perfectly, but showing up, but you can't even perceive it, let alone receive it. Oh, Yana, go ahead. That's not your fault, though. I just want you to know that. That's not your fault, right? Because stuff happens in life that gets us to certain places where we just end up being where we are. It's not your fault. I want y'all to let that sink in. It's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to heal. It is your responsibility. And too many of us, and too many of y'all, if this don't fit, then fine. What did he say? If it don't fit, or quit, or whatever. What was that thing from back in the day? With the Simpson, well, the Simpson, OJ Simpson. If it don't fit, I know Ellen on, she know. But if it don't fit, then don't take it in, quit. But some of this fits, okay? Some of this fits. You know all the stuff, but you have not taken responsibility. You are still holding on to all the pain, and you are still getting mad with your partner about shit that ain't that damn serious. You are still wanting your partner to be perfect. You're still wanting them to make you feel better. You're still super critical, all in an effort to protect your heart and to keep them a little distant while you still want them, but you don't, but you do, but you don't. We marry, but I ain't really gonna open up my heart. You know what I mean? You in and out emotionally. There's so many married people I know that ain't committed. And I'm talking about commitment in terms of your heart. Commitment is not just about I don't cheat, I come home every day. I'm here, I make dinner, or, I make sure, we do the family events. I take care of his mother. It ain't about that. It's about your heart. So there are actions. See, those kinds of surface actions, those things can be easier to do. I go to church, I do this, I do that, but that's not your heart. Those are tasks. Somebody, I hope you're getting this. Those are tasks. Those are responsibilities that oftentimes do come with marriage that we are taught by looking at our parents, by looking at our elders, by looking at our culture, our community, how Black folks move, right? These are things that we are taught, but that don't have anything necessarily to do with whether or not you are committed, whether your heart is open. And so lots of you have not taken responsibility to heal, but you played a part. And so if that resonates with you, we already talked about you still care, but the connection is gone, right? The connection is gone. You don't know what to do with that. You don't know how to come back from that. I just talked to y'all about the king me and queen me intensity. You don't know about it. You ain't signed up for it. You need to go on and do it. And blame core people. Y'all got discount. Oh, I'm supposed to tell y'all the discount. I haven't told you about the thing. I'm about to get in trouble. Okay, hold up. I don't even know the website. Don't laugh at me. I'm gonna text my husband and say, "What's the website?" Somebody on here might know it. If you do, just that's not my lane, so don't get mad at me. Um, but for Queen Me, for Blam Cool, oh, I can't tell y'all this right now. I'm on YouTube. I'm tripping. Stop laughing at me, Anthony. I'm gonna put it in the chat to the Blamily. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm about to put that thing on YouTube. I usually would have been like, bruh. All right, so I told y'all about that. But I want to say this: if your heart is too full of pain to even receive love, then if you have not paid attention lately, I have launched the Inner Work Collective. I'm telling y'all about all the opportunities to get this work. Okay? Every month, this is for women only. Every month we gather, we come together, we get grounded, we tell the truth, and we walk through themes. And we started this month. You can join at any time, but this is the time to do it. I'm gonna put all of these, I'm gonna send an email out and put all these little links and stuff in. I gotta do that. Let me tell you something. If you know that there's a version of yourself that you're called to be in your marriage, in your relationship, there's a level of vulnerability you haven't accessed, and you know you need to do it, not just for your relationship, you need to do it because you need to open yourself up. You need to recenter. You need to understand who you are and how God is moving and operating. Right, right. That emotional healing is critical, that this is important, but also you understand that spiritual work has to happen. That at some point we can't analyze it no more. We can't stay fixated. It's an emotional healing process, but there's a spiritual process. You need to join the Inner Work Collective. You need to join the Inner Work Collective. And we that was recently launched. Y'all talking in here to me. You know, my heart is full with promo codes. I'm like, oh Lord, I was about to get in trouble. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put them on here in a minute. So that's number two. So again, the topic tonight for those who are watching is, what did I say? Um, what did I say, y'all? I don't be remembering these topic names. Love ain't working. Love ain't working in your house. The relationship ain't working, or things are just off. Something's off. Maybe it's not black and white. It's not that it's not working, but it ain't working good enough. Even though you still care, even though you feel invested, even though you feel like you're showing up, there's some things that are holding you back. And so we just talked about you caring, but the connection is gone. And so it's really difficult to come back from that when connection is gone. And we also just talked about your heart being too full to receive or receive love. And then the next thing I want you to really think about is this. Oh my goodness. You want God to move, but you won't get still. Oh my Lord. I want y'all to just perceive. I want you to try to just put your hand, if you having a hard time, put your hands up right now into a surrender posture. You want God to move. God move. God fix it. God, please help me, Lord. I just can't keep dealing with this, but you won't get still. Let me say this gently but clearly. You've been praying for change, but you have not slowed down long enough to receive the answer. Healing takes surrender. It takes stillness. It's not just about the steps. It's not just about tone and timing and the 5-to-1 ratio. It's about emotional attunement. It's about spiritual surrender. And sometimes you need to step away from everything so that you can remember who you are. You can remember why you're here. You can remember what God has brought you through, and you can remember what God is trying to do in you so that you can fully surrender. But some of y'all don't want to do that because you're scared. Da, 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 da. I mean, scared can sound like, I just got so much, I'm just trying to get this together and then I'm gonna be able to focus on. Scared can sound like, oh, like we just don't have the finances. We just can't, do thus and so. I can't take that type of time for myself because it's just, it's life be life. It ain't like that's not true, but we prioritize what we prefer to prioritize. And so I'm gonna tell you about another opportunity. I'm bringing it to you tonight. Aize just had a retreat. a few months back. We just came out of a retreat for the women in July, just last month. Powerful. And the next retreat, the Divine Flow Retreat, is happening in January 2026. I don't know exactly, but Ayize's next retreat for men, I believe, is happening in March or April 2026. He's coming out with that soon. This ain't no vacation, but it sure enough feel like it. It's sacred, it's powerful, it's a place to release, it's a place to be supported and to get in person with other people who you've been in community with. But I just want to keep it real. Even after you've had your spiritual moment, the day-to-day struggle in your relationship can still feel like a lot. And this is why I say, and this is why Ayise says, you can't just join something, do something for the moment. It has to become a lifestyle. It has to become a lifestyle because if you do not have a spiritual practice that you are cultivating, if you do not have other women, other men around you that you're leaning into, you will slip back into your old shit. I promise you. I have seen it over and over again. Some of y'all think, oh, we just coming to do this and then we going, I'm better now, so let me chill. And then you start slipping. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You just start slipping. That's the nature of being human. And so it has to be a lifestyle change. Because when you start to slip back, you start to go into that old wiring, that old thinking that so many people think, oh, it's my partner, it's my husband, it's my wife. But it's not. Somebody type in the chat for me right now. It's not. Just go on ahead and just put, it's not. No, it ain't. It's them. It's that. It's they just won't. It's not. If you're in resistance right now, I'm gonna need you to type it anyway. It's not. Type it's not in the chat. It's not. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I'm talking about they could be dead ass wrong. That's still not the issue. That is a issue. It's not. It's not. I don't care what it is. You are not stuck because of your partner. You just aren't. We love to say, if he would just do this, mm, mm, mm. Or if she would just stop doing that. But y'all know this already. I know the people in the Blamley know this already. Your healing doesn't begin when your partner changes. It begins when you change. When you change. That is at the heart of the work that we do in Blam, in King Me, in the art of overcoming, right? Like that is at the heart. That's the mindset behind doing deep emotional work and spiritual work. Stop waiting for your partner or somebody else to come and fix it and take responsibility for your emotions, for your emotional dysregulation, for your nasty ass attitudes, for your mood, for your shutting down, for your passive aggressiveness, for the way that you come for your partner, for the way that you go into a depression and then you project that on everybody else, for the way that you play victim and this is happening to me. Take responsibility, not judging yourself, not coming for yourself, having compassion for yourself, but knowing that it's my responsibility to see myself, third eye, clearly. This is deep psycho spiritual work that you have the opportunity to do. And if you know tonight at the sound of my voice, you're being called to shift, I need to shift, I need to shift, then take the next step. I've shared some things for you already. I'm gonna send all this stuff out on email. Transcend is a program that I have some women in right now who've been in, and I just can't tell y'all. When you have that high level connection with myself, really, really connecting in with a small group of women, same thing that happens with men with Ayize, right? Like it takes you to another level because you're doing focused work and there's focused accountability. But I can't because, but I'm trying to, but I'm just gonna stay doing the same thing, expecting different results. And here's my last point for tonight. Somebody say, "Come on with it. Just hype me up. Where my hype? Give me some hype men, hype women. Just hype me up right now. Just tell me, come on with it. Let's go, Iana. Give us that last point. I need some encouragement. I need some motivation for my last point. Well, y'all real slow with the last. Come on, can I get some? Okay, thank you, Russell. Do your thing. I'm like, dang, anybody gonna say anything? Y'all like, no, we don't want to hear it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I got some. Hype me up. Okay, I got some. Thank y'all. Here's my final point for tonight. And when I talk to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. So I ain't just coming for y'all. I'm talking to myself too. You know what to do, but you just don't do it. Mm, 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 mm. You aren't lacking wisdom, you're lacking accountability. This is why people keep circling the same mountain in their relationships year after year, month after month, circling the same situation, talking about the same thing because they are stuck in a loop. They have information, they're not committed to integration and practicing, and they're not committed to community, which will push you beyond the same old stuff that you do. This is why the work that we do in this community is so powerful. It's not just about information, it's about implementation. You don't do it alone. The most significant work that you can do and healing you can feel and compelling of your spirit you can feel is in community. You do it in what's called a container. If you're moving in your everyday life without other people who get you, who support you, who don't judge you, who see all of you and accept you, how much more will you accept yourself? How much more will you show up to your relationship more settled and more grounded, not looking for affirmation and validation? That is the responsibility of you to have for yourself, so that when you come whole, then you bring out the wholeness of your part. And so many people will continue to do things like this on YouTube. Watch this on YouTube. Even our Blamely members, you're a Blamely member, love you and appreciate you. But some of you all have stayed on the surface, on the edges, and have not engaged in anything other than the Blame Core community. I have said this before, and I am going to say it again tonight. There are some of you, there are many of you, in fact. Your issues, the things that you continue to circle in your relationship, the concerns you have will not be changed by Blame Core alone. You need more intensive work. You need more accountability. You need more support. You need more structure. But I can look around in the community and I know the people who've come to an intensive, they've done a marriage intensive, they've come to a retreat, they've done some coaching, right? And I know the folks who just kind of stay over here and continue to have the same issues. And there is no judgment, but I do have clarity. Do you have clarity about talking about the same old stuff, but ain't really doing nothing? You doing the same old stuff, getting the same old stuff. What do you think is going to happen? So tonight I want you to ask yourself in this Keep It 100 Relationship Thursday, what do I need most right now? What do I need most? Is it relationship support? I really need to, yeah. In Blam Core, of course, it's about relationships and marriage, right? But if y'all don't know by now, you should know. If you don't know right now, by now, you should know that relationship work is personal work. So we go much deeper than just your marital relationship. But if that's what it is for you, you need to be signed up for Queen Me. You need to be signed up for King Me. Do you need community? Do you need deep psycho-spiritual healing? Do you need to refresh your relationship with God? Sorry, y'all, I'm looking at something that I'm trying to manage multiple things. You need a refreshing of your relationship with God. You need a sisterhood. That's the Inner Work Collective. That's the retreat Divine Flow happening in January 2026. Do you need a deeper level of transformation and clarity about the stuck places? Because they're not just about what's in your relationship or external to you. There's some stuff going on inside of you. I remember in my Transcend program working with one of the first folks. And that became really clear to me, no matter how much we circled the same issue and talked about this thing from every different angle and tapped in emotionally and all the things, I said, oh, it was a aha moment. Um, Once I started to talk to her more, like, sis, We focusing on your relationship and your marriage. But until you go and do the work to explore the pain that your father caused you and release that, you will not get unstuck here. In fact, continuing to focus on your relationship is asinine. It's this part over here. So sometimes we know we had some daddy issues. We know we had some stuff, but we don't recognize that that's the thing. We focused over here with this relationship, but we don't recognize, oh, it's back here. You got to go back here and you got to do some work over here. Until you do that, you will still have the same issue. Are you curious about that for the places that you continue to pace around emotionally and mentally and spiritually? Do you need that full spiritual reset? I want to see you at the Divine Flow retreat. I want you to see you at the men's retreat. The doors are open on all of these things, all of these things. But the question is, are you open? Are you open? So I'm going to post the links in the comments. I'm going to do that on YouTube. I wish I had them at this exact moment. I don't. I have my message, but I ain't got the links. But I do want Blamcore to know because you're going to get an email right after this that there are promo codes so that you get like some of y'all be going in there and still be paying the price. Y'all don't even put the promo codes in. Like you have a membership and you have membership benefits. So put the um, and pay attention to that piece. I just want you all to know tonight that I am really honored to walk with so many of you. Those of you who share your heart, who share what's going on with you. Please don't leave tonight and just go back to business as usual. You're being called higher for a reason. For a reason. And sometimes we got to hang out in the same places and then all of a sudden we up level. Trust that. Trust that. All right. So I will see you all on next week. I'm gonna see many of y'all inside of these programs that are popping off. I want to hear from you. Schedule your check-ins, Blamily. New folks, welcome again. And everybody, be easy on tonight. What Russell talking about? Um, be easy on tonight, and I will see you guys soon. Pay attention to your email, Blamily, because I wish I had to put I don't have the things to put in the chat. I'm about to call Aize so he can be like, bruh, you ain't telling when you was on there? No, I didn't. I didn't have all the information. So, pay attention, guys, and we will continue to come together. I see Kimberly. Kimberly is one of our new members. There is Q&A when Aize is on. He always does it, but not when I'm on. And I love y'all so much. We just different people. So he does that, but I don't. But all is well, everybody. Continue to stay leaned into this space as we get ready to have more and more in-person opportunities for our community. We are gearing back up because we back on the East Coast, so it's time to get it going. All right, everybody. I'll see you next time.